What's going on, guys? Captain Cody here, and you're watching Real Guides TV, hosted by Mustad. Today we're going to be fishing out of Fort Lauderdale, Florida with Captain Mike Muldoon. It's springtime here in South Florida, which means we're going to be flying the kites, hoping for sailfish, mahi, tuna, kingfish, and whatever else might come our way. So stay tuned, it should be a good day. So we're just getting set up out here. We just fired out a herring, so see if we can get tight. There's a nice edge right here. You can see where it goes from kind of green to blue water. We're at about 190 feet here. So we're just pitching some flat lines, see if we can pick up a few fish here in the color change. And we're gonna get the kite set up here in a second.
Once I get these out, I'll just throw the kites up.
So we're just getting set up. We're right here on the edge. Mike's up in the tower. He's keeping the kites right where they need to be. Other Mike's here getting the baits fired out. We got some herring, we got some goggle eyes. Mike's been catching bait the last few days for us, so we're getting a nice spread out, and now it's just going to be a waiting game. So you can see Mike's rigging the bait up there. The hook of choice today is going to be a 7-0 Mustad Demon Circle. It's a great hook for sailfish and just all around anything, so that's the ticket right there. So springtime here in South Florida is probably most anglers' favorite time to fish here. A lot of the fish are migrating up down the coast. There's a lot of weather, which is good. Temperatures are changing, fish are moving around. So, we're flying 2 kites right now. One's fishing inshore, one's fishing offshore. And we're kind of working down the edge here as we go. So we're really looking for sailfish, blackfin tuna, mahi, kingfish. You really do get a good variety out here. So, we got the spread out, everything looks good. Now we're just going to be waiting. Yeah, so I just want to give a big shout out to Hook and Tackle. They hooked us up with these great shirts. These things are light, they don't get you too hot in the sun. These hats are great. They're breathable in the back. So big thanks to them for hooking us up with some quality gear. So as you can see, guys, we're fishing 2 kites today. And, this is, in my opinion, probably the most effective technique to successfully live baiting, especially in South Florida. Each kite has 3 clips. We got 3 baits on each kite. The long baits right here on the outside, your middles here, and your shorts right here. We got split shots on the corners of each kite, which makes them bank out. So you're covering a broader area of water. So, this is a really effective technique, but it also can be a lot of work, can be really frustrating. You really got to have almost 3 pairs of kites. You got light wind kites, 2 light wind kites. These are just your standard kites for like 5 to 15 miles an hour. And then there's high wind kites with a bunch of holes in them. But one thing about kite fishing is that you really need the right conditions, and you got to understand what conditions are good for which kite. And then if you really want to get serious, you can even have a helium tank and a balloon for when there's hardly any wind, and you put balloons on the back of the kites, which raise them up. But the baits are bridled on. We got a rubber band that's wrapped around the bait twice, then the hook runs through the band. And the reason for that is when the fish eats the bait, you want that hook really exposed, so that way you get the best hookup ratio. Whereas if you hook the bait just in the meat, there's a good chance that the hook might double back. The hook just might come out of the bait altogether. So there's a lot of little things that go into this type of fishing, but when the conditions are good and you kind of figure out how it works, it can be really effective. So we just got a bite on the long kite bait. Mike said it looked like a little king, so nothing too crazy, but a start. I didn't even need to gaff him. Got a box for him, Mike? King to start the day. Might be good on the smoker later on. Sailfish on, baby. We started back here a little inshore. The edge was kind of mixed up a little bit, and as soon as Mike got us on this sharp edge right here, we got a sailfish on.
It was just bent over.
on the long bait. So he's way out there, jumping about 100 yards out, but it's the right species. So see if we can get closer to him and get a release. Nah, I think he's just coming to me. I mean, I hope he is. Yeah, he's just coming to us. Oh, he's cooperating.
He's like, all right, I'll go south now.
Gotta love that. Captain Mike putting us on him.
You can't walk up front. You go by all the... Yeah, perfect.
Might get a jump out of him here in a second. You're right here next to us. Here he goes, right here. Nice sailfish. So we've been fishing for about 30 minutes here. Mike just put us on a nice sailfish here right in front of Fort Lauderdale. So it's a good morning so far. Nice sailfish. Gotta love springtime in South Florida. Got him?
Look out.
A good deal. Sweet. Nice job, brother.
Nice.
Oh. So we just got bit on the long, or the mid kite bait actually. Is this mid kite bait? It's a Mahi. No, it's not. What is that?
It is a Mahi.
It might be. He's legal, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. We got the Mahi, the sail. We just need a tuna now.
And the shark.
And a shark. And a king. We got a king, a nice sail. It's called a Mahi, a shark.
I don't know what's up with this
All
south
we need is a
kite,
tuna.
man. That thing's a lemon.
So we got our second sailfish on now. So Mike's got a sail in the front here. We just hooked one on the left kite, but one thing that's cool about flying two kites is that we're still fishing here. We got 3 baits still out on the right kite, and we're just kind of working out towards his sailfish out there. So, you know, flying 2 kites is nice too, because, you know, you can still fish while you're catching other fish. So it gives you a chance at a couple more shots. Flatline just got smoked off the bow, so another nice fish on. We'll see what happens. And we're still fishing 2 kites.
Is it a sail?
I don't know. I don't know if it's a sail, honestly.
Just take your time. I think it's straight 30 pounds.
So we're hoping this is a blackfin. Not sure yet. Made a little bit of a run. He's kind of going down, which is good. A lot of times the tunas will run down. But yeah, everything happens all at once sometimes, you know. Slow for a little bit. Hopefully we'll get a nice tuna here. This time of year, the tunas can get big. I mean, in the spring, the tunas will get up to 28, 30 pounds around here. So you never know. Still got the sail on? Yeah, I think it's gonna be a nice tuna. Oh, it's a who? It's a wahoo.
Reach!
Nice.
Over the side, I told
Let's
you.
go, baby.
Woo!
That's better than a tuna.
Amano.
Let's go. We thought it was going to be a blackfin. It's a nice 25-pound wahoo, and we got a sail on behind us still. So it's our second sail of the day. It's a nice fish, probably like a 60-pounder. We just had a sick doubleheader with a nice wahoo and a beautiful sailfish. So Captain Mike Muldoon right here in Fort Lauderdale, guys. We got 2 sailfish, kingfish, mahi, shark. Just caught a nice wahoo, a doubleheader. We're fishing 2 miles off the beach, guys. If you're in the area and you want to book a sick charter, he's the man. We're not done fishing yet, so we're gonna let this guy go and get the spread back out. Beautiful sail. See you later, buddy. Sweet. Hoping for a nice tuna. Give us a nice slam. Dolphin wahoo tuna. And then we can go home.
color. Get ready with the gas. Big tuna or who? Black. I think it's a big tuna. Oh, sharks on
Oh,
him.
sharks are on him.
Keep him coming, Mike. Gap him, gap him.
Wasn't ready for that.
Did you see the shark?
Yeah.
Told you it got heavier.
Mike just caught a nice blackfin tuna. I mean, can't ask for much more than that. We're right here, 2 miles off the beach, and it's 12 o'clock. We've only been fishing for, 3 hours maybe, so that mustad 7.0 is right there in the corner. These hooks have been doing great all day. I don't think we've lost a fish yet, so can't ask for much more, except for me with the gaff facing the wrong way. Mike made me nervous with the shark.
He makes you nervous up there. He was coming hot, straight up. He was like, shark was great.
Yeah, gotta hold the kingfish. We got all the targeted species: kingfish, mahi, wahoo, blackfin tuna, KDW, baby.
Can't ask for much more. 2 sailfish to go with it. Captain Mike's the man. He's fishing right here out of Fort Lauderdale. We're gonna have the link in the description if you want to book a charter with Mike, and he'll get you out here and get you on the action. Perfect.
Nice job.
So I'm gonna go over some of the tackle we're using today, guys. The main hook we used today was a 7.0 Mustad, old shape style circle, ultra point. It hardly ever misses. We've had days we've caught up to 40 sailfish in one day out of 43 bites. So if you're looking for a good all-around hook that's not gonna miss, it's gonna be this hook right here. So one of the things I love about this hook too is that it's got a wide gap on it. Some circle hooks have a really closed gap, which can lead to missing bites and stuff like that. We're mainly targeting sailfish today, and this hook's like pretty thin wire, which is what you want for a fish that's gonna jump and shake their head a lot, because the heavier the hook is, the more it moves around in the fish's mouth. So this is the preferred hook. It's like a light wire style hook with a wide gap, and it really hardly ever misses. So that's it for today, guys. Can't thank Captain Mike enough. He took us out this morning. We set up on the edge right outside here, Fort Lauderdale, like 2 miles offshore maybe. We caught 2 sailfish. We caught a nice wahoo, kingfish, mahi, blackfin tuna, sharks. And that was all in just a couple hours. So if you guys are looking for a top-notch charter in the area, he's based out of Fort Lauderdale here. The link will be in the description to book Captain Mike directly off Real Guides. And if you're looking for any top-rated charter in the whole state of Florida, we have a ton of options for families, kids, all ages, offshore, inshore, whatever you're looking to do. We've got the top-rated guides that are going to get you out there on the water for a successful day. I also want to give a big shout-out to our sponsors, Mustad and Hook and Tackle. If you click the link in the description, you can get a 25% off discount on Hook and Tackle, and you can get 20% off all Mustad products by using our promo code REAL Guides. That's REEL Guides. We're looking forward to the next episode, and we'll see you back out on the water.